for the Live Oak Public Library, and today I'm going to be reading some stories from I Work at a Public Library by Gina Sheridan. This book is available for checkout at the library. Today I'm going to be reading Chapter 8, Rare Birds. Carol, a fiery, fierce, dumpster diving lady, dubbed herself Cuckoo shortly after our first encounter at the library. She was my favorite patron. Don't worry, I changed jobs. Cuckoo Carol is still alive and kicking, and the whole reason I wanted to record library stories in the first place. Her adamancy, eccentricities, and contrariness were, yes, consistently infuriating and constant, but also inspiring. When I told her she was starring in a whole chapter of this book, she just shrugged. It's the story of my life. Modesty, according to Carol, is for the birds. First encounter. Diving, dumpster. Cuckoo Carol locked herself in the dumpster enclosure for a second time. Me. Carol, I told you not to go in there. Carol. I'm looking for aluminum cans. People throw them in the wrong bin, you know. Me. You can't go in there. Let me help you. Carol. And I see a magazine I want. There's another one like it if you want it. Me. I don't want trash. How long have you been stuck in there anyway? Carol. About an hour. Encounter 2. Out, burned. One day, Carol followed our maintenance worker into the staff room. She was all the way back to the staff break room before he noticed her. Worker. What are you doing? You can't come back here. Carol. Well, I thought you should know there's a light bulb out in the lobby. Worker. Will you please get out of here? Carol, after blowing a raspberry. Ungrateful. Encounter 3. Smart, not. Carol. The schedule on the wall says some group called FTPCU is using the meeting room tonight. What does FTPCU stand for? Me. I'm not sure. If they just use an acronym when they reserve the room, we don't know what group they are. Carol. Well, is there anyone here who's smarter than you? Encounter 4. Cubby, returning to thee. One day I was working the reference desk when I turned to find Cuckoo Carol standing right next to me behind the counter. Me. Carol, why are you behind the desk? Carol. I was just returning the newspaper to the cubby hole. Me. But you normally throw it down on the counter. What's different about today? Carol. Geez Louise, I was trying to help. That's not anything you'd understand. Me. Just leave it on the counter next time. Carol. Try to be more helpful next time. Sticks out her tongue. Encounter 5. Up, mixing it. One day, Carol walked up to the desk with some items to return. Me. Thank you. By the way, do you know about our return slot over there? Carol. Yes, I do, but I don't like my things mixing with other people's things. Me. Some people would argue that that's the point of the library. Carol. Don't get smart with me, young lady. Encounter 6. Dibs, calling. Carol. Is that a cane I see there in the lost and found? I've got dibs if no one comes back for it. Encounter 7. Trip, bathroom. Carol. I'm headed out to the bathroom. Me. Okay, Carol. Carol. I'm supposed to drink a lot of water before I donate blood tomorrow. That's why I need the bathroom. Because of all the water. Because I'm donating blood. I need to use the bathroom. Encounter 8. Buffet, library. There was a community group using our meeting rooms, and Carol walked in to get some of the refreshments. Program organizer, somewhat bewildered. Oh, are you here for the program? Carol. I always come if there's a buffet. Encounter 9. Drill, Justa. We had a fire drill at the library. Cuckoo Carol hates being out of the loop, so she's always the last to leave. Here was our mid-evacuation conversation. Carol. Is this just a drill or what? Me. Please evacuate the building now. Carol, slowly hobbling towards the door. I'm a-goin'. I don't see any smoke, though. Me. Please just keep going. You're the last one. Carol, stopping. What if I don't wanna? Me. Exit the building. You're almost there. Carol. Don't be so pushy. My hip hurts, you know. If this is just a drill, I might have to see my lawyer about this. I don't know why you won't just tell me. I could help, you know. Me. Look, if you don't exit the library, we can't give the all clear, and that means you can't use the computer today. Carol. If there was a real fire, I suppose you'd just leave me at the computer to burn up, wouldn't you? Me. Carol. I'm a-goin'. Encounter 10. That, not all like. I was shelving DVDs when Carol came to ask me for recommendations for television shows. Me. Well, what types of things do you like to watch? Carol. Things about Mormons, but not those nasty shows that portray them as bamboozlers and polygons. We're not all like that, you know. Encounter 11. Betsy's, Tom's, and. One Saturday afternoon, I noticed that Carol was attempting to hand out some religious leaflets to people in the lobby. Me. Carol, you can't do that. There's no soliciting in the library. Carol, why the heck not? These Toms and Betsy's need some Jesus in their lives, and it's up to me to show them the way. Encounter 12. Diet, balanced. One day I overheard Carol state this to another library patron. Carol, I eat 2 brownies and 2 chocolate milks a day, and I haven't been sick in years. Encounter 13. Empty, coming up. While checking in returned items, I noticed that Carol returned an empty DVD case, so I gave her a call and she answered her phone right away. Me. Hello, Carol. It's Gina from the library. You forgot to put the DVD in the case you returned today. Carol. Oh, I don't think so. Me. Well, I have the empty case here. If you could just check your player. Carol. Impossible. Me. Would you please just check? Carol. I'd rather do 200 million things than listen to you. Encounter 14. Day, staff training. The library was closed for our annual staff training day, and most of the parking lot was roped off. The maintenance crew set up chairs for our opening speaker. I noticed Carol's very distinct car slowly swerving around the cones and come to a sideways stop. As she started to get out of her car, I stepped forward to thwart her. Me. Carol, we are closed today. We've had signs up all month, and you just drove past the cones blocking off the parking lot spaces. Carol. I'll just go inside and get to work while you play your little games. Encounter 15. Choices, making. One day a patron sat down at the table Carol usually occupies in the quiet room. Carol, this is ridiculous. Kindly go tell that woman she can't sit in my chair. Me. It's not your chair. She's not doing anything wrong. Why don't you choose a different spot today? Carol, why don't you pick a different attitude? Encounter 16. Sweet sorrow, parting as such. On my last day of work at the library branch, Carol approached me. Carol, I just want you to know that some people around here will probably miss you when you're gone. Me. That's very sweet of you. Will you miss me? Carol. Maybe so, but don't let it get to your head. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to look out for more from Swanee River Regional Library in the future.